Hello ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, Spank the Monkey back again with another unboxing video, this time of Outlaws of Thunder Junction pre-release kit. So this is the new set, which came out over the last week or so. I managed to drop by my LGS to acquire 2 PR kits just to see how the set is going. At this point I did not get any pre-orders, primarily because I'm not too much of a fan of the set, and I'm not a big sort of Western fan anyways, but I did hear in some of the reviews that some of these cards are actually quite strong, so I was thinking of maybe looking at some of the cards, picking up a couple of packs and see what we have going for ourselves. Alright, so I bought 2 PR kits. It came with 2 additional play boosters, so I think I'll be cutting up this video into 2 videos where we will be unboxing the PR kit with 6 packs and then with the 2 play boosters, so about 8 packs. So it's just like a bundle, right? Okay, so let's get right to it. Let's open this set. Okay, over here we have the pull tab. Let's open that up. Alright, so we have this sort of wanted poster for Oko, Planeswalker, and then what's this? Some snake oil sort of thing. Okay, and then we have some inserts here that you can pop out, and this is the business end of the pre-release kit. So let's put this aside over here. Okay, and then this comes with the 6 play boosters. Again, no more set boosters or draft boosters. So we have a total of 8 plus the 2 that came with this sort of promo, and then we have a what do you call it, promo card, which we'll take a look at later. So I don't know what this is, but we'll see. And we have a die. Nothing special about it. So let's go with a lucky 7. No, it's a 4. All right. Okay, so let's get cracking, Captain. So we'll put this as bonus. First pack will be, so there are 14 cards each play booster. Okay, these are not made in Japan, but it's quite easy to open. So this is, what is it, made in, I think made in the USA. Yeah, I think so. Okay, here we go. So right off the bat, we get a what do you call this? Art card. So how does this work? Okay, so let's start with Voracious Varmint. By the way, I did not check out in any detail the cards in the set, so I don't have a strong idea of what would be valuable or not, and I haven't checked out the spoilers as well, so I'm seeing these cards for the first time. So do bear with me, it might take me a while to get through these cards as I sort of go through them and see whether they're pretty good or not, and whether these are things that I can use to upgrade my commander decks. So Vicious Varmint, 2/2, 2 to cast with Vigilance, pay, destroy target artifact or enchant. Hey, this is pretty good, serviceable. Okay, let's put the comments over here. Nezumi Linebreaker, another rat. Okay. Seize the Secrets. 3 to cast sorcery. Costs 1 less to cast if you've committed a crime this turn. So I think committing a crime is a mechanic. Targeting opponents, anything they control and or cards in the graveyard is a crime. Okay. Trained Arynx. Cat Beast Mount. 3/1, 2 to cast. Attacks while saddled, so I think saddle is another mechanic here. So saddle, tap any number of creatures you control with power with total power 2 or more. This mount becomes saddled for the turn. So it's kind of like a vehicle in a way. Okay, let's try 1. Reckless Lackey. 1 to cast, first strike, haste. Pay 3, sacrifice, draw a card, and create a treasure token. Okay, it's not bad. Rodeo Pyromancers. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, add 2 red. Okay, interesting. So uncommons now, we have Jolene, Plundering Pugilist. 3 to cast, 4/2 Human Mercenary. I think we saw Jolene last in Streets of New Capenna. So it's a legendary Human Mercenary. Whenever you attack with one or more creatures with power 4 or greater, create a treasure token. Pay 2, sacrifice a treasure. Jolene, Plundering Pugilist, deals 1 damage to any target. Okay. Canyon Crab, 2 to cast. Crab, 05. Pay 2, +2/-2. Beginning of end step. If you haven't cast a spell from hand this turn, draw a card, then discard a card. Bovine Intervention, 2 to cast. Destroy target artifact or creature. It's going to rotate 2/2 White Ox creature token. Okay, we have our first rare. It looks like it's a land. We have Spire Bluff Canal. So I think this is the fast lands, which are, I believe, part of the land cycle for this set. So I think this is pretty good. What do you call this? Spire Bluff Canal, add blue or red. It enters the battlefield that unless you control 2 or fewer other lands. And we have a mythic. So I think here there's different what do you call it? Bonus sheets? Is that what you call it? So you have this wanted news sort of thing, and what was the other one? I forget now. And we have a Sword of Wealth and Power. Nice. Okay, so let me put the commons there. Uncommons here. Sword of Wealth and Power, our first mythic on the first pack. 3 to cast. Sword. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from instants and from sorceries. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to player, create a treasure token. When you next cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Interesting. I don't know if this would be, maybe within the Sword of XX sort of cycle. This would probably be in the lower section of that. So maybe in specific decks this would be pretty good, but I think in general not too interesting. But still, it's a mythic. So this is a big. So this is from the pack, regular rare, big score. I don't know what you call it. The bonus sheet. Okay, and then we have the sort of news thing. Okay, Essence Capture. Okay, so maybe what we can do here is that since we have several bonus sheets here, we can put this over here, right? Essence Capture, and then we'll put here the regular rares, and then here we have the big score, or whatever you call it. Okay, let's just arrange this properly just so that we can get some good coverage out of this. Okay, and then we have a foil Consuming Ashes and a land, which would be Scoured Springs, and then we have a art card. Okay, so good start to the unboxing. We have a land from the fast land cycle, and then a mythic, which is one of the swords, and then we picked up a Essence Capture here for the, I don't know what you call this bonus sheet, like news of the day or something like that. Okay, so let's start. Rooftop Assassin, 4 to cast, flying, lifelink with Flash, Vampire Assassin, 2/2, enters the battlefield, destroy target creature and opponent controls at stealth damage this turn. Okay, Failed Fording, 2 to cast, return permanent. If you control desert, surveil 1. Outlaw Medic, 2 to cast, Human Rogue, 1/3, lifelink. When it dies, draw a card. Okay. Irascible Wolverine, 3 to cast, Wolverine, 3/2, enters the battlefield, exile top card of library until turn you may play that card, and you can plot 3. So plot is you may pay 3 and exile this card from your hand, cast it as a sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana cost. Plot only as a sorcery. I wonder how you can sort of use and abuse that mechanic. Okay, we have a Cactarantula, a plant spider that's horrifying. 6 to cast, 6/5 creature, costs 1 less if you control a desert, has reach. When it becomes target spell or ability, when opponent controls, you may draw a card. Okay, that's interesting for common, although it's high casting cost, but still. Okay, we have a land, Conduit Pylons. As battlefield, surveil 1, so it's like a survey land, I suppose. and filter land as well. Peerless Rope Master. 5 to cast Human Rogue, enters the battlefield, turn up to 1 target, tap creature to its owner's hand for 4. Now starting with the uncommons, neutralize the guards. 3 to cast instant creatures, target opponent controls get -1/-1, and then you surveil 2. Nimble Brigand, 3 to cast Human Rogue, can be blocked if you've committed a crime this turn. Targeting opponents, anything they control and or cards in the graveyards is a crime. Okay, so as long as you target your opponent, you've committed a crime. And whenever Nimble Brigand deals combat damage player, draw a card. Okay. And then we have Shackle Slinger. 3 to cast Human Soldier this time. 3/2. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, choose target creature and opponent controls. If it's tapped, put a stun counter on it. Otherwise, tap it because you put shackles on it. Okay. For the rare, we have a Hellspur Posse Boss. Hellspur Posse Boss. 4 to cast Lizard Rogue. Oh, I thought it was this one. It's actually this one. Other outlaws you control have haste. When Hellspur Posse Boss enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 red mercenary creature tokens. With tap, target creature control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery, so 2/4. Okay, and then we have a second rare. We have Decimate. So this is a reprint. 4 to cast, destroy target artifact, creature, enchantment, and land. So you have to do all 4. So to be able to cast this, you have to have 4 targets, and it could be even your own stuff. Okay, and then we have a foil, bonus sheet. What do you call this again? So maybe for lack of a better term, I'll just call it like news of the day. Instant. Back for more. 6 to cast. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. When you do, fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So that is a foil. And then we just get a land. And a bird token. Let's put the token over there. Okay, pack 2 done. We're now moving on to pack 3 out of 8. So far, we have already scored 1 mythic and 1 land from the fast land cycle, but this rare that we picked up is not interesting, I suppose. And for the news of the day, bonus sheet, nothing there. Okay, so Ankle Biter to start off the next pack. 1 to cast Death Touch, nice basic creature there. Raven of Fell Omens, 2 to cast, bird, flying, 1/2. Whenever you commit the crime, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This ability triggers only once each turn. Good for my Aristocrats deck. I do have a Dina Soul Steeper deck, so yeah, this would actually be pretty good there. And it's flying too, so good for blocking. Spring Splasher, it's a nasty frog beast, 2 to cast, 2/1. When it attacks, target creature defending player controls gets -3/-0 until end of turn. Vengeful Townsfolk. So it's a human citizen. 3 to cast, 3/3. Whenever 1 or more other creatures you control die, put a 1/1 counter on Vengeful Townsfolk. Okay. They are pretty pissed. Next, Thunder Salvo. It's an instant, 2 to cast. Thunder Salvo deals X damage to target creature, where X is 2 plus the number of spells you've cast this turn. So good for storm decks, I guess. And we have Ariet's Lullaby. So I think Ariet came from the Wilds of Eldraine set, made her way here. So it's a sorcery, 2 to cast. Destroy target that creature, you gain 2 life. And Dead-Eye Duelist. So 2 to cast Human Assassin with reach, pay 1, tap, Dead-Eye Duelist, deals 1 damage to target opponent. One thing I noticed here, the cards mostly are of lower casting cost. Unlike in Lost Caverns of Ixalan, you had really big creatures with large casting costs. This is relatively cheaper, I think. So maybe that might be good to upgrade some of my decks. Okay. Let's now go to the uncommons. We have At Knife Point. So it's 1 black and red enchantment. As long as it's your turn, outlaws you control have first strike. Whenever you commit a crime, create a 1/1 red mercenary creature token with tap. Target creature control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Activate only sorcery. This ability triggers only once each turn. So this is an enchantment. Next would be Lassoed by the Law, which is another enchantment for the cast. When it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent on opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. And when this enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 red mercenary creature token. Okay. And then we have Red Rock Sentinel, 3 to cast, artifact creature golem, 2/4 with defender. Pay 2 tap, sacrifice land, draw a card, and create a treasure token. Okay, so for decks that look for sacrificing lands, this is gonna be good for you. And then we have for the rare Bonnie Pal, Peter Cutter, a Simic legendary giant scout, 6/5 with reach, 5 to cast. When Bonnie Pal or Pal enters the battlefield, create Bo, a legendary Blue Ox creature token with this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. Whenever you attack, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield. Okay, interesting. For land banner strategies. Okay, and then next up we have Ride Down on this news of the day sort of bonus sheet. So 2 to cast, Boros, instant, destroy target blind creature. Creatures that were blocked by that creature this combat gain trample until end of turn. Okay, nothing too special there. Then we have a foil, Bristlepack Sentry, which is a common plant wolf and defender. So nothing there. And then Scoured Springs, and a treasure token. Okay, moving on to pack number 4. So again, nothing too spicy. Still 1 mythic. Hope we can get more. So Desert's Dew, 2 to cast, instant, gets -2/-1 turn. Additional 1/1 if you control a desert. Stock Cold, 4 to cast, Aura, enchant artifact or creature, enters battlefield, tap enchant permanent. Enchant permanent loses all abilities and doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Okay. Wanted Griffin, 4 to cast, Griffin flying. When it dies, create a mercenary creature token. Outlaws Fury, 3 to cast, instant. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Control outlaw, exile top card library, and you may play that card. Okay. Drover Grizzly, Bear Mount, 3 to cast, 4/2. Whenever Drover Grizzly attacks while saddled, creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. Saddled for 1. Skullduggery, 1 to cast, instant, black. End of turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0, and target creature opponent controls gets -1/-1. So moving on to the uncommons, we have a Ruthless Lawbringer, 3 to cast, Vampire Assassin, enters the battlefield. You may sacrifice another creature. When you do, destroy target non-land permanent. Unfortunate Accident, 1 to cast, with Spree. So Spree is an interesting mechanic where you can choose 1 or more additional costs. So you pay it first, and then you need to pay one of the other costs to basically get the effect, right? So if you want to destroy target creature, you actually will pay 4. So there's a plus sign over there, you can see. So it's either destroy target creature or create a mercenary creature token. Okay, so this is our first Spree card. And then we have Betrayal at the Vault. Target creature control deals damage equal to its power to each 2 other target creatures, 6 to cast. Okay. Don't know what the story is here. I'm gonna check it out. Is this the vault coming from Lost Caverns Vixen? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, and then for the next uncommon, Rustler Rampage, another Spree card, where you cast it for 1 white, and then 1 colorless. Untap all creatures target player controls. Pretty good, like Dramatic Reversal. And then you can pay another +1. Target creature gains double strike at the end of the turn. Check out the flavor text. Release the cows! This is pretty good. I do like this card. Okay, we have our second mythic. It would be Terror of the Peaks. Nice reprint. So this is a pretty good card. 5 to cast, Dragon, 5/4, flying spells your opponents cast the target Terror Peaks, cost neutral 3 life to cast. So basically ward 3 life. Whenever another creature enters battle under control, this deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. So this is a great reprint. Happy about that. And then for the news of the day, we have uncommon Tornado. It's an instant 3 to cast. Destroy target creature flying, and you can cycle it. And for the foil, we have a Lone Shark, a literal shark there. And 4 to cast, Shark or Rogue. Enters the battlefield, you cast 2 or more spells this turn, draw a card. And then you have our land, Jagged Barrens, and Renard card. Okay, so we have Mythic number 2. Happy about that, and it's a good reprint as well. Don't mind getting another Terror of the Peaks. Okay, so pack number 5. Free Strider Commando. 3 to cast, Centaur Mercenary, enters battlefield, 2/1 counters. If it wasn't cast or no mana was spent to cast it. And then has Plot. Plot is exile this card from hand, cast it as a sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana cost. Okay. Next up, we have Desperate Bloodseeker, 2 to cast Vampire with lifelink, 2/2. ETB, target player mills 2 cards. Lone Shark. Stagecoach Security, 5 to cast Demon Soldier. Enters the battlefield, creatures you control get 1/1 and Vigilance. Okay, and then you can plot it. Next, we have Trick Shot. 5 to cast, instant, deal 6 damage to target creature and 2 damage to up to 1 other target creature token. Okay. Sterling Keeper. 2 to cast, Human Mercenary. Pay 2, tap target non-mount creature. And then we have Discerning Peddler, 2 to cast Human Rogue, 2/2. ETBs, discard a card, and then draw. Now for the uncommons, we have Gold Rush. 2 to cast instant, create a treasure token until end of turn. Up to 1 target creature gets 2/2 for each treasure you control. Okay, and then we have a Nurturing Pixie, Fairy Rogue, 1 to cast, flying 1/1. ETBs, return up to 1 target non-fairy, non-lantern control to the owner's hand. If a permanent was returned this way, put a 1 counter on this Pixie. Okay, Hellspur Brute. 5 to cast, Minotaur Mercenary, affinity for Outlaws. 5/4 trample. Now we head to the rare. We have a Tai Joaquin, Perfect Shot. So this is a legendary Boros Human Mercenary with power toughness 2/3. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to a creature equal to that creature's toughness, draw a card. So you can pay X and tap. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or player this turn, it deals that much damage plus X instead. I think this might be interesting to build a deck around. Anyway, pretty cool. So we'll put this away here. Oh, by the way, yeah, so this is okay, second rare, okay, double rare pack. We have a Surgical Extraction. So this is a reprint. Yeah, so you can see the bones of the horse coming up. Instant, you can pay Phyrexian. So 1 black Phyrexian mana, either pay black or 2 life. Choose target card in a graveyard other than a basic land card. Search its owner's favorite hand and library for another of cards with the same name, and exile them, then the player shuffles. Okay, and then we have another card with Spree. Foil. So it's Gateway Glamour. So 1 to cast for white, and then +1, exile target non-token creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So blink it, and then +2, destroy target creature if no other creature has greater power. Okay. And then we have our land card, boardless, and then a pest token. Okay, last 3 packs, guys. Pack number 6. Apologies if I'm going slowly here. It's the first time I've seen these cards, so I'm going to take some time to read them. So Mourner Surprise, 2 to cast, sorcery. 1 target creature, graveyard to hand, create a mercenary creature token. Okay, so recursion there. Jailbreak Scheme, another spree card. 1 to cast for blue, and then +3, put a 1/1 counter target creature, can't be blocked. And then +2, target creature or creature's owner, target artifact or creature's owner puts it on top or bottom of their library. Okay. Steer Clear, it's an instant, deals 2 damage to target attacker and blocking creature, deals 4 damage if you control a mount as you cast the spell. Quick Draw, 1 to cast instant, target creature control gets 1/1 and gains first strike until the end of turn. Creatures target opponent controls lose first strike and double strike until the end of turn. Okay. Reach for the Sky, for the cast Aura with Flash. Check creature has 3/2 and reach, and when Reach for the Sky is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. Okay. Razzle Dazzler, 2 to cast Human Wizard, 1/2. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a 1/1 counter on Razzle Dazzler. It can't be blocked this turn. On common, we have a legendary. This would be Eartha Joe, Frontier Mentor. So it's a legendary core advisor, 2 and Boros, 2/4. So when this card enters the battlefield, create a mercenary. And then whenever you activate an ability that targets a creature or player, copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. Okay, so you're copying abilities. Okay, Bounding Felidar. So it's 6 to cast, creature, beast, cat, beast, mount. Attacks while saddled, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. You gain 1 life for each of those creatures. And then saddle 2, 4/7. Nice, beefy card there. Next we have a Treasure Dredger. 2 to cast, Human Rogue, 2/2. Pay 1, tap, pay 1 life, create a treasure token. Okay. Ooh, Mythic number 3. Okay. So in 6 packs we get 3 Mythics. That's not bad. We have Archangel of Tithes. What does this do? 1 to cast, white, white, white. Sorry, 1 and white, white, white. 3 white tips to cast. Angel, flying. As long as Archangel of Tithes is untapped, creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless their controller pays 1 for each of those creatures. As long as Archangel of Tithes is attacking, creatures can't block unless their controller pays 1 for each of those creatures. Okay, so there's a Tithe there. Mythic, pretty good. And we get a second Mythic, so it's a double Mythic pack, and this time it's, I think, from the big score sort of bonus sheet. And we have Esoteric Duplicator. So what does this do? 2 to cast, Artifact Clue. Whenever you sacrifice Esoteric Duplicator or another artifact, you may pay 2. If you do, at the beginning of the next end step, create a token that's a copy of that artifact. Pay 2, sacrifice Esoteric Duplicator, draw a card. Okay. By the way, sorry, I think I should put this here because that is the big score bonus sheet. And uncommon, we have a Fling. 2 to cast, instant, additional cost, sacrifice creature, deals damage equal to that sacrifice creature's power to any target. Okay, so let's put that there. And then Return the Favor, Spree, it's a 2 red pips, foil. +1, copy target instant spell, sorcery, spell, activate ability, or trigger ability, you may choose new target for the copy. And +1, change the target of target spell or ability with a single target. Okay, that's pretty good. And then Swampo and a dinosaur token creature. Okay, last 2 packs now. And we still have the PR sort of promo card to open. Okay, we have Sheep. Ooh, what is this? Okay. So this one's a bit weird. Okay, I guess we open it this way. Oh, okay, maybe because this is a Japanese play booster. I see. Okay, so this one is from the additional booster. Yeah, and it's made in Japan because it has a slit. Okay, so then we'll probably open it this way. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, first, let's do that. Okay, there we go. So we have Gold Pan, 2 to cast, artifact equipment. Enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Equip creature gets 1/1 and equip for 1. Okay. And then Desperate Bloodseeker, 2 to cast, vampire, lifelink, enters battlefield, player knows 2. Stop Cold, 4 to cast, Aura. Yeah. Mind Raider, 2 to cast Human Rogue, 3/2 trample, enters battlefield. Control another outlaw, create a treasure token. Spinewoods Paladin, 5 to cast Human Knight. ETB, gain 3 life, you can block for 4, cast trample, and it's 5/4. And then Outlaw Medic, right? Okay, and then to start off with the uncommons, you have Sheriff of Safe Passage, 3 to cast Human Knight. ETBs with a 1/1 counter on it, plus an additional 1/1 counter for each other creature you control. Okay, that's pretty good. And we have Aloe Alchemist, a 2 to cast Plant Warlock with trample 3/2. When it becomes plotted, target creature gains +3/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Okay, you're gonna plot for 2. You may pay 2 and exile this card from your hand. Cast a sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana cost, and only as a sorcery. And then Wrangler of the Damned. So it's a 4 to cast Azorius. Sorry, 5 to cast Azorius. Soldier, 1/4 with flash, begin to end step. If you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn, create a 2/2 white flying spirit creature. White spirit creature token with flying. Okay. Right, so we'll do it this way. Next up we have, oh, it's a mythic. It's Oko the Ringleader. Nice, it's borderless. Yeah, cool. So 4 to cast Planeswalker. The beginning of combat on your turn, Oko the Ringleader becomes a copy of up to 1 target creature you control until end of turn, except he has hexproof. Then you can pick it up 1. Draw 2 cards. If you've committed a crime this turn, discard a card, otherwise discard 2 cards. -1, create a 3/3 green elf creature token. And then you can -5 for each other non-land permanent you control. Create a token that's a copy of that permanent. Okay, nice. We have a mythic number 4. Okay, good pull rate so far. 4 mythics. Next we have another mythic, and it's a reprint. Grand Abolisher, 2 to cast Human Cleric. During your turn, opponents can't cast spells, activate abilities of artifacts. Okay, pretty good. Okay, I do have this already. I mean, it's other versions of this card, but hey, that's mythic number 5 in well, so far 7 packs. Next we have a rare, so it's double mythic and 1 rare, with Siphon Insight, blue and black instant. Look at the top 2 cards of target opponent's library. Exile one of them face down and put the other on the bottom of that library. You may play the exiled card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana and store it where mana of any color to cast that spell. And then flashback is 1 and Dimir. Cool, next. So we have a double mythic pack. And then we get a foil Slickshot Vault Buster. 3 to cast Vigilance, 1/4 Human Rogue. Gets +2/+0 as long as you've committed the crime. And then probably land. Okay, and the sheep. Okay, last pack for this one. I think we've done pretty well from a mythic standpoint. So again, this is a Japanese pack, so maybe we'll take it out this way. Okay. So we have a Spring Splasher, Bristle Pack Sentry. Okay, 2 to cast Plant Wolf Defender, 3/3 as long as you control a creature with power 4 or greater. This can attack as long as you can have Defender. Raven of Fell Omens, Patient Naturalist. 3 to cast Human Scout 2/3 ETBs, mill 3 cards, put a land card from among the milled cards onto your hand. If you can, create a treasure token. Sterling Keykeeper, Wheeled Charger, 4 to cast 4/3 Porcupine Mount. Attacks while saddle, gets +1/+2 in Menache, and saddle for 2. Then we have uncommon map, the Frontier. 4 to cast sorcery, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards and or desert cards, put them into the battlefield, tap and shuffle. So some ramp there. Unfortunate Accident on another spree card. Plus, so it's for 1 black and then +2 in the black, destroy target creature, +1, create a mercenary creature token. Miriam, Herd Whisperer, 2 to cast Human Druid as long as it's your turn. Mounts and vehicles you control have hexproof. Alright. Whenever a mount or vehicle you control attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay. So next we have, okay, it's another uncommon, Visage Bandit. For the cast, Shapeshifter Rogue. In 2/2, you may have Visage Bandit enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature you control, except it's a Shapeshifter Rogue in addition to its other types. Okay. So we're heading down to the business end of this. We have Colossal Rattleworm. It's a for the cast worm. It has Flash Thorns to control a desert with Trample. Then you can pay 2, exile this card from your graveyard, search your library for a desert card, put it in the battlefield, tap and shuffle. So this is kind of like the Sandworm, right? from Dune. Okay. And then we have Savage Smash for the what's this, news of the day sort of thing. So it's Gruel 1. Sorcery, target creature control gets +2/+2 until end turn. Fight star creature you don't control. And then lastly, big score? No. We just get a foil Plan the Heist, a sorcery for the cast. Surveil 3 if you have no cards in hand. Then draw 3 cards. Then you can plot this for 4. Okay, and then land Ho and a token. So just to maybe get through this unboxing, we did get 6 mythics, I think, right? Yeah. So we have Sword of Wealth and Power, Esoteric Duplicator, and Grand Abolisher, which is a reprint. And then we have a reprint of Terror of the Peaks, and an Archangel of Tides and Oko, the Ringleader. Right, and then here I think we have a few rares, but no mythic. But we do have 1 foil there. Okay, so one thing I noticed is that there's a lot of cards here for low casting costs compared to some of the other sets like in Wilds and in LCI, which is good. I have not seen any card here that sort of piques my interest so far, but I do have one more set of PR kits and 2 packs Japanese play boosters to open. Now we'll just move on to the pre-release promo card, and this would be Duelist of the Mind. So this is a Human Advisor foil rare, 2 to cast, star 3, flying and vigilance. Duelist of the Mind's power is equal to the number of cards you've drawn this turn. Whenever you commit a crime, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay. So that's about it. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing, and I'll catch you on the next one. I still have 1 more PR kit to go, and I'll see you guys there. Take care. Bye-bye.